Hi guys, it's Darlene. Okay, so I know it's been a while and it feels so weird to do a video. I haven't done one in so long, but I wanted to get you guys caught up, kind of what's been happening, and why I haven't been on social media in the last, I guess it's been about 5 weeks now. So I'm hopefully can bear the heat because it's really super hot and muggy. So let me just start by saying, as always, I appreciate all your thoughts, prayers, love that you send my way. It means so much to me. So always and foremost and always, I just can't thank you enough. And I'm sorry that, you know, if you ever see me disappear, you know it's for a good reason, and in this case it was for a good reason. So last time I spoke to you, I did talk about the fact that there was a complication. That complication was necrosis, so I actually had to go in for emergency surgery. And after the surgery, they sent me home with antibiotics that I was allergic to, so it took a toll on my GI tract. So I had a hospital stay, a short one, for a few days due to dehydration, and then about a week and a half later I woke up with fever and chills and had an infection. So I actually had cellulitis, and it's extremely painful, and so again, another emergency surgery. They took the tissue expander out, and I was in the hospital for a few days. And when they do something like that, they swab the inside of you, but you don't get those results back for a few days. And a few days later we find out that it's Pseudomonas, which is a hospital infection, and it's a really nasty one. So I had a JP drain, as I did with the 2 previous surgeries, and 2 days later it turned green, which is not a good sign. Pseudomonas is green. So I ended up in the hospital for 9 days of IV antibiotics every 4 hours. So it was pretty intense and very draining. And I've been out of the hospital for 2 weeks now. I had to have an infectious control doctor over my surgeon and her work together to give me the best treatment. They then sent me home with IV with an antibiotic, and there's only 2 antibiotics, and they're actually in the same family that can cure Pseudomonas. And so they gave me Cipro, and I was allergic to it and got tendonitis after only 2 pills. Tendonitis, joint pain, and so yeah, it's been really fun. That's what I have to say. I'm gonna tell you, it's been very, very, very difficult. I was too weak to even pick up a phone in the hospital, much less be on social media. I've been home now about 2 weeks. I saw my I saw Dr. Kamashi, which is my infectious disease physician, today, and got the all clear. The Pseudomonas, as far as we are concerned, as far as she is concerned, 100% is gone. Yay, thank Jesus. And at this point I will not be having any more surgeries anytime in the near future. So that beautiful pair of breasts that I talked about in my first or second video that I was, you know, visualizing, they won't be happening. I'm just not going to risk my health and life for a breast. Not now anyways. All my physicians agree. My body is just too sensitive to medications, and I am nowhere near being healthy. It's the antibiotics have taken a toll, and it's going to take quite some time to get my energy back, to hopefully the joint pain and all of that will stop eventually. Hopefully my GI tract will get in the swing of things. It's been an emotional, horrible, can't say enough, terrible experience, and something that I had no control of, and I'm a control freak, so it's really was kind of a gut punch because I thought I did all the right things, you know, interviewing doctors and, you know, getting my mind right and believing I was doing the right thing. And of course I still believe that I did the right thing. But there are just things that are out of our control, and this was one of them. So that is what has been going on. So where am I today? Well, I'm without a tissue expander, so that means I'm without a boob. That's the least of my problems at this point. I'm gonna go in for a prosthesis, so I'm gonna take you guys with me to, as much as I can, to show you what that is like. And that's where I am at this point. As far as the rest of my health, it is slow going. Much slower than I'd like, but this week compared to last week is night and day. But at this point, you know, my docs feel like I'm moving in the right direction. I feel like I'm moving in the right direction. So we can pray that I'm moving in the right direction. But yeah, it's been a lot harder of a road than I ever thought it could be. But what is so incredibly frustrating is that I could have been more prepared had the doctors been a little more honest and open. And I think they do it because they don't want to scare patients. But this is what I have to say, and I'm curious your thoughts on this, okay? All you women out there, men too. Because, you know, they say that, you know, oh, you know, you're gonna, this is a battle, and at the end you're a warrior and all this great stuff, right? But it's like, okay, so you know that we're gonna have a battle, and you know that at the end we're gonna make it through, right? Because we're strong, we're warriors and stuff. So why don't you tell us up front? Like, I didn't know 1 in 3 women will have a complication in having a mastectomy. 1 in 3. 25 to 30% of people will have an infection in their tissue expander. Nowhere was that ever said to me. These are the things that could happen, you know? Because why not tell us, this is how I'm built. Tell me when I'm at my strongest. You know, yes, I've already dealt with the fact that I have breast cancer. So I'm sitting here in your office talking to you, making decisions. So be upfront. You know, this is what could happen. This is what we'll do if it happens. That way you're prepared. I don't know. I'd rather be prepared. I was unprepared for necrosis. Do you know what it's like to watch skin, you know, your actual skin die? Not great, you know. And I'll put some pictures at the end of this, and I will forewarn you, they are graphic. So I'll let you know just before I'll post them, so that you can, you know, just click off if you don't want to see them. But kind of want to show what, you know, I said that I'd always be as honest as I possibly can. This is the downright dirty, honest, sucky part of cancer, okay? This is the crap that can happen. And I'm not in the minority that this happens to. Being allergic to medications, you know, it's just the way I am. It's the way I'm built, I guess. You know, my body doesn't like crap in it that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, this is kind of where I'm at. I just wanted to jump on here real quick. I didn't want to do this long drawn. I didn't know how much energy I'd have. But I thought it was important to, you know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm grateful to God that I can sit here and talk with you today. And just as a reminder, if you haven't done your mammogram, do it, guys. Do it, do it, do it. Because as difficult as this has been, in the end, I'm cancer free. So it's a fight. It's a much more difficult fight than I ever anticipated. I'm gonna have to make adjustments in my life and in my how I view my body. But let me tell you something. What I have learned, and what I knew even going into this, a breast is just a breast. Has it been emotional? Hell yeah. It's been so incredibly emotional. In fact, my emotions are like heightened. I also have a heightened sense of smell too. My husband cannot wear cologne. He can't put it on. He has to leave the house and go to work, put it on in the car, because I literally will vomit. So it's like I have spidey senses now. So I have this heightened sense of emotion every time I see a woman with breast cancer, because everywhere I go it seems that there's a woman fighting it, and it literally breaks my heart. It's not for my own sadness, it's that there's another woman that has to fight, and it's just so gut-wrenching, and I hate that part so much. So if I can get on here today and say, please get your mammograms, guys, please, please, please get, you know, it's 30 minutes out of your life and it could save your life. So do it, because 1 in 8 women will have breast cancer. And you know, nowadays with the technology we have, be proactive and be prevented. Proactive and preventative. Get your skin cancer checked, your skin checked. You know, that's simple. Go to a dermatologist. I go every year. You know, get your pap smears, get your colonoscopies, you know, do all the things to keep yourself as healthy as possible. We have this beautiful technology out there. Utilize it, guys. So we have to heal, and that's what it's all about. So we're gonna heal, and then once that's done, I have to move to the next step. Which I wish I could say this was it, you know, this is the worst it could be, and dear God, I hope it's the worst it could be. But there's more steps that are to be done, and I'll bring you with me as long as I'm capable. So if I ever disappear, you know, it's not because I don't love making videos, it's just because I don't have the strength or am unable to make them. And that goes for even something as simple as doing an Instagram. A lot of times I can do that. And there's times where I can't even pick up my phone. There were times where I'd have to choose which kid to talk to. You know, my daughters would call and I'd be like, okay, who did I talk to last? That's where it's at. So I'll leave you with this one last thing. 1 in 8, guys. 1 in 8 women. So please get your mammograms done. And I will see you next time with maybe a fun video. And I will see, you'll probably be seeing some videos that I had pre-filmed months ago, and I didn't even have the strength to download those. So if you see me looking perky and not so haggard, you'll know it was from before. Or you may see a new video. I don't know. I'm gonna try and get back to filming best I can. Guys, again, thank you for all the thoughts and prayers, and I miss you guys so much, without a doubt. So I will see you very soon. As always, take care, and thank you so much for all the love and support. Bye, guys.